I got free trail mix. Hi everyone, welcome back to Gabbin with Gab. We're on episode 16, so excited. So today, we're into the usual, we're just gonna talk. Anyways, let's get on with it. Okay, so in New York, they've been putting, cameras on, the main highways for, speed. And it's, you literally can't go over 11 miles per hour over the speed limit. You can't go more than that. If you do, you'll get a ticket. And the first one's, first they give you a warning, then the second one's $50, and then it just keeps increasing. Then it's, $75 for the second one, $100, and it just keeps going up. You just keep accruing them. And, it has made my driving 10 times worse just because, it made me 10 times more nervous than I was. Because before, I was I'm smarter than the cops, I'll outsmart them. They won't get me speeding. But, this one, it goes all the time. Originally, they're in, work areas. But, now they're just... It's not really even for the road work people because, they are on even if the road, isn't being worked on. If there's no work being done. So I was I hate this. So then, I'm driving, 60 in, the middle lane of a 3-lane road. And then, all these other people are just zooming by me. And then, I don't want to be a slow driver. I really don't. I want to be able to be just going 80 normal. For legal purposes, I do not go 80 miles an hour on a normal day. Anyways, but, I just want to be able to go, without having to be, freaking out. And then, everyone's zooming around me. And, it just makes me 10 times more nervous. And, from, an economic, standpoint, it makes more sense for them to, have these cameras. I feel they're just going to keep putting them in because it makes more sense for them to have the cameras, obviously. Because then you don't have to pay police officers to, give people tickets. People can't really dispute it. They could just get multiple people at once. A police officer can only get X amount of people at a time, so they're just able, they don't have to worry about, them getting distracted, whatever. That man just pulled away when he saw a car pull in. That's suspicious. He didn't pull away when he saw me come in, but then this bitch pulls in, and he zoomed away and was putting his seatbelt back on. And that's very weird. They're just two friends sitting in the car. Anyways, I get distracted all the fucking time. But yeah, so then, it makes more sense economically, obviously. But it feels like I'm the kid in the Lorax when he's trying to sneak out of town and all the cameras are on. Ugh! And all the cameras, I dropped my microphone. And all the cameras are on him, trying to sneak out of town. Oh, he moved. I'm sorry, I'm very interested in, what's going on. He just got out of his car and then just got back in. I think I have to just, get, a camera, too, so then you guys can see what I'm seeing, at the same time. Because, at this point, I'm always just describing things, but, it's, you're probably just, what the fuck is going on with her head. But anyway, so yeah, now I'm, driving very, nervously because I'm afraid to get a ticket, and, it's just making me more stressed out. And I'm I don't want to be stressed out. Just let me drive. You couldn't wait for 2 more years till I move and I don't need a car anymore. I was going to move to the city and not even fully 2 years. I am moving to the city in, less than 2 years. You can't just wait till I don't need to drive here anymore. I asked for one thing. I'm very compliant of all your other rules. Just let me go fast. Let me go vroom vroom on the highway. That's the one thing I ask. Ugh. So rude. Anyways, so, on to the next topic that I was thinking about. Pineapple and pizza. This is, oh, there's children. Oh, they walked. That's so cute. Huh. Oh, they're picking up the child. Because the child's not really walking. Anyways, pineapple and pizza. A very controversial topic. And I want to hear your thoughts on pineapple and pizza. My opinion. Oh, that's why they picked up the child, because the car was coming through. Anyways, my opinion. Pineapple, I like the combination of the flavors of pineapple and pizza. However, I do not like when my pineapple is, like, cooked on my pizza, because I don't like warm pineapple. I don't like warm fruits in general. Like, I don't like warm tomatoes. I don't like warm apples. Like, I'm not really a pie person, so I'm, like, not really a warm fruit person. Like, I don't like warm blueberries. I don't like warm fruits. Oh, everyone's running. Aw. But I'm just not a warm fruit kind of girl. So, like, or, like, a pie kind of person. So, what the fuck? So many people. Oh, it's like an elderly couple. But yeah, so I'm just when I used to go to summer camp, they would sometimes give a cup of pineapple with the pizza. I loved that because I would eat them at the same time, but the pineapple would be, like, cold and refreshing. Meanwhile, the, like, pizza would be, like, nice and hot and cheesy. Like, I love the combination of the flavors. Like, I love that salty, sweet... Oh, it's not an old couple. Never mind. I think they're just old besties. But, yeah. Like, I'm just not a warm fruits person. So, like, I don't like pineapple cooked on pizza. Like, same, like, I don't like warm tomatoes. Like, or, like, cooked tomatoes. I hate that. Like, I feel like fruits are supposed to be cold and, like, raw. Like, I want them in the raw form. I'm not really, like, an apple pie kind of person. Like, it's just not my favorite thing to eat. Like, I don't like warm strawberries. Like, whenever I make, like, chocolate chip pancakes or chocolate chip waffles, I, like, have strawberries with them, but I'll only have frozen strawberries. So that by the time I put them on, like, the waffles, they're, like, still cold, but they're, like, able to be eaten. Because I don't like warm fruits. Because if you put regular strawberries on, they get hot. Like, that's disgusting. Like, I just don't like warm fruits. Like, it's gross to me. Very gross. I'm like, fruit should be cold, refreshing, not warm. Also, I want to know if a cucumber is a fruit, I think. But I want to know if a pepper is, because that's, like, a weird in-between. Another thing I don't like warm, though. I don't like them, like, cooked. That's Spotify. That's not Safari. We're going to look it up. Give me a moment. Okay, so bell peppers are a fruit. A botanical fruit would have at least one seed and grow from the flower of the plant. With this definition in mind, peppers are classified as fruit because they contain tiny seeds in the middle and grow from the flower of the pepper and plant. I always thought they were a fruit because they have the seeds. Like, I heard somewhere, like, fruits have seeds and pits, and then, like, vegetables don't. But then I'm, like, because when you think of, like, vegetables, like, more like lettuce, you know? Like, asparagus, potatoes. Are potatoes really, like, a vegetable? Like, I know they're a starch, but, like, potatoes to me are a fake-ass vegetable. Like, they're not really a vegetable. Like, they're not really nutritious in a sense. Like, they don't have vitamins. They just, like, are a starch. Like, it's the same as eating bread. So in my head, I'm like, that's not a vegetable to me. Like, it's good. I love potatoes. Like, sweet potatoes are a little bit different, but, like, make them into french fries. Like, again, broccoli doesn't have a seed. Vegetable. Like, carrots don't have a seed. Vegetable. Like, you know? Like, I get they're a root vegetable, too. Like, potatoes. But, like, are they really a vegetable? Like, I feel like it's, like, you know, when, like, kids, like, you feed them, like, things and you, like, hide the vegetables in the food. Like, I feel like that's another thing to try and trick kids into thinking, like, potatoes are, like, to eat their vegetables because they're like, oh, potatoes are good. Like, I'll try other vegetables. Also, don't mind my sick voice. I have, like, allergies or something, or my dad got me sick. I really don't know. I have the sniffles now, but I was so mad because my dad, he said he was sick, like, last week, and then I literally said to him, I was like, well, stay away from me, and I said it in, like, a low voice, because I don't like screaming in a house. Like, I don't like screaming in my house. Like, I don't really, like, even though I'm, like, talking really loud, like, sometimes I'll talk loud, but, like, for the most part, like, I don't really talk loud. And then, like, especially at home, and then, like, I'm like, well, stay away from me, like, he's like, I'll feel it, and I'm like, well, stay away from me, and I had to say it 3 times, and he can't hear me, so he's fucking getting closer. I'm like, well, get away from me, and I think he got me sick, and I'm so mad. I'm like, I literally told you to get away from me. Like, why did you come near me? You're sick. Don't come near me. That's, like, basic principles 101. You don't get near someone if you're sick. Like, you don't. Like, so now I have, like, I don't know if it's allergies or sniffles or, like, what it is. Because, like, I'm just a freaking disaster. But anyways, back to potatoes and vegetables. Yeah, so I just feel like they're, like, a trick vegetable. Like, they don't give off vegetable energy to me. Like, I know they're a plant. Like, I know they're a vegetable deep down. But, like, I just don't want to accept it because, like, they don't taste like every other vegetable. Like, it just, like, they're so good that they're, oh my god, but my favorite vegetable right now has to be asparagus and Brussels sprouts. Like, I love, like, roasting them to, like, the fact that they're almost burnt. They're so fucking good. I 10 out of 10 recommend. Oh my god, that's so cute. The little kids are playing in the sand. Oh, they're like, one's like 2, I would say, and one's like maybe 3 or 4. And they're just like playing in the sand. They're so well behaved. I love when children are well behaved. Like, I'm a vegetarian and I eat vegetables, like, that's literally pretty much all I eat. Like, and potatoes just don't give off vegetable vibes. Like, also another thing with food, another food-related thing, is a bagel is literally just, backwards. I did this backwards. A donut is just a dessert bagel. Like, it's literally the exact same thing, just one is, like, sweeter and has frosting. Like, it's the exact fucking thing. Same thing. Like, both are so fucking good. But it's the exact same. I hate when I get a bagel, though, and, like, from, like, a plate, like, like, school bagels were so gross. I literally have to keep pausing this shit, so, like, I could, like, fucking blow my nose or cough. Like, this is terrible. But, yeah, I hate, like, dry bagels. Like, ugh, gross. Like, that's the one thing I'm gonna miss, like, when I, like, leave New York eventually. Like, the bagels are so good. Like, especially Long Island bagels. Like, that's the one thing I would take with me. Is the bagels. I love bagels. Bagels are, like, the best comfort food. I always, like, have my dad get, like, a dozen bagels and then I put them in the freezer. But the one thing is, whenever I have him get a dozen bagels, he won't have the guy cut them. So then I have to cut them myself, and that, like, makes me so annoyed whenever I have to cut them. I'm like, oh, this is so much fucking work. It's really not that much fucking work, but, like, I can't do it as well as, like, the bagel guy can. The bagel guy could cut them really nice. Like, every time I fuck it up. Every time. Like, there's at least 2 flops of a bagel. Oh my god, and now all this food talk is making me want to make chocolate chip pancakes when I get home. That's what I'm doing. But, yeah. Also, about food, so we had, like, this thing at school today where, like, you go to, like, booths and stuff and you get, like, if you check off all the boxes or whatever, like, you get a free smoothie. Oh my god. So good. I got one. It was a Chunky Monkey, and it was, like, a plant-based smoothie. It was, like, banana, peanut butter, cocoa powder, and almond milk. So good. It literally tasted like a candy bar. Me and my friends, like, got them. Oh my god, it was so fun. And, like, I did, like, this chiropractic thing. I was more, like, I wasn't really afraid of her, like, doing anything, like, to my back. I was more afraid, like, at one point she had me, like, lean, and I was, like, really close to the edge of the table. I was more afraid that I was going to fall off the table. Because, like, if anyone's going to fall off, it's me. And then we had, like, this thing It was a duck hunt, so we were all looking for, like, rubber ducks around campus. None of us found anything. But, like, I felt better about us not finding anything because, like, it started at 10, but, like, my friends didn't start till, like, 12, 12:15, 12:30. And, like, I felt better about it just because I was like, well, the people that started at 10 didn't find anything. Like, I was like, we started later than them and we didn't find anything. I'm so glad we didn't come here super early and still not find anything. Well, I came there super early. I was intending on going to my class that started at 9:30. And then, like, my school's, like, a half hour away. And I wasn't even, like, with my shoes on by, like, 8:45. So I was, like, and, like, it takes 10 minutes to, like, just park, like, and walk from my car to my class. So I was like, I don't really want to walk that far and, like, rush. So then I was like, you know what? I'll head in. If I make it there on time, I make it there on time. I stopped at Starbucks, got a lemonade, and then I took my little stroll in. And then I literally sat in my car for an hour and watched Twilight on my iPad. So now I have a new, like, obsession with the Twilight movies. I've never watched Twilight before this. And it's all because my friends were bullying me into watching it. And I was just so busy before, and, like, I just didn't watch them growing up. And then, like, we didn't have any of the movies at my house. So then and they weren't on any streaming platform. So then my friend found it on, like, one of, like, the movie websites. But I was like, it, like, reloaded, and, like, it wasn't available when I went to go watch it. And I was like, first of all, it was on my iPad, and I was like, I kind of want to watch it on my computer anyway. And when I tried to do anything, like, first of all, my virus software, like, on my computer is non-existent, low-key. Like, I think my dad pays for it, and, like, it's just not logged in, and I don't want to log in. So, like, I'm like, whatever. So, like, I'm like, I have important stuff on this computer. I can't get a virus. So then I literally just watched it on Amazon Prime. I bought the movie. At first I rented it. And, like, you could cancel it. But, like, the thing is, when you rent a movie on Amazon Prime, like, you have 30 days to watch it. But once you start it, you only have 48 hours. Like, I'm like, that's the stupidest thing. Why can't I just have the full 30 days? Like, just tell me I have 30 days to watch it. Like, that's so stupid. So then I was like, okay, you know what? Like, it was, like, $5 to rent it. I was like, I'll just fucking buy the movie for, like, $10. Like, I really don't care, and then I'll just keep the movie. And then, so, like, I bought the first one. Then I finished it. Then I bought the second one right after, because it was so good. I finished this first one yesterday. I bought the second one. I finished that one last night. And then, so I bought the third one. And so I have 30 minutes left of this one. And then, so I have 2 more movies to go after I finish this one. It's so good. It is so good. Also, Jacob is just really fucking annoying. That's all I have to say. Like, his head is just so dense. Like, imagine someone being like, saying to you, like, so ready, you're in, like, a love triangle type thing. Like, the person that you're in love with, it's like, I'll always choose the other person. No matter what, it's always been them. And then, like, you run away, whatever. Then you come back and you're like, well, maybe, like, she'll choose me. Maybe she'll choose me. Like, shut up. She literally said she'll never choose you. She literally said it. Like, so fucking annoying. Stop thinking you're an option. Like, you're just depressing at this point because you're so desperate. Like, I'm embarrassed for you. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, is this what it seems like when I would just, like, obsess over a guy? Like, is this really how I came across? Like, I hope I was never this desperate. Like, that is so sad. Like, I'm like, stop. This is just embarrassing for everyone. So fucking annoying, too. So annoying. Like, I can't. It's crazy. Also, there's, like, a Mercury Retrograde going on right now. I hope none of y'all are affected by it, because my best friend was. Because her ex is, like a little crystal girly, whatever. But, like, the thing is, she knows when the retrograde is, like, and then she, like, texted her and called her and everything, like, multiple times, like, the literal first day of the retrograde. And I was like, she's definitely using that as an excuse to be like, oh, yeah, it was the retrograde, blah, blah, blah. But, like, girl, that's just sad. Like, stop. It's over. It's been over. Like, my best friend is in a different relationship now, too. Like, it's been over. Like, and then, like, her ex, too, this was, like, a while ago. This was in, like, near Thanksgiving. Like, so, like, I got, like, Tinder for funsies. Such a fun little game. And then I got, like, Tinder Gold because I was just curious. And then, which also, please do not spend your money on Tinder Gold. It's the stupidest thing. But I was very curious. I wanted to see who, like, swiped on me. Whatever. And, like, literally her ex swiped on me. Like, and then, so she downloaded it and got Tinder Gold. And she swiped on her, too. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, why are you, like, what? Like, what the fuck? And then my trick was, what I did was I literally disputed the charge, too, because I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I did it with hinge roses, too. Since it's, like, it's an inanimate object. I was like, I'm not paying for something that's intangible. Like, it's intangible. I said inanimate before, but I mean it's intangible. It's both, but it's intangible. Like, it's not a service. Like, it's a literal fake thing. It doesn't do me any good. So I disputed both of those charges, and I was like, yeah, my nephew actually, because, like, Tinder Gold is, like, $20 a month or something, which is fucking crazy. Sorry, I need a sip of water. Which is crazy, because some people, like, actually genuinely spend their money on that. Like, get a fucking, like, gym membership. Get a membership to, like, something. Get a hobby. With all that money you're spending, get a hobby. There's a reason you're not in a relationship. You have too much time on your hands. Like, you're spending it on this. But, yeah, so then I disputed. I was like, yeah, my, like, 10-year-old nephew took my phone and then, like, charged this and I didn't even know about it, blah, blah, blah. I got my money back, too. But, yeah, if it's fake, dispute the charges. If it's a fake thing, dispute it. Because, like, it's so stupid. I was like, I'm not paying for this crap. Absolutely not. Like, I want my money back. It didn't do me any good. Like, so yeah, know your worth and know how much money you want to put into something. Don't spend money on dating apps. It's so stupid. Like, be a human. Go out in the world. Slide into people's DMs. Like, don't spend money on these things. There's no point. Don't spend money on things you could do for free very easily. Like, figure out something else. Don't spend money on dating apps. It's so stupid. It is so stupid. They're not that good. Like, but Tinder is a really fun game. I used to have it. I deleted it, though, because I was like, nah, I'm over it. What the fuck? This guy looks like he's literally about to drive his truck into the water, and I'm literally crying from coughing so much. Oh my god. This is crazy. What the fuck happened? Like, I was literally fine 20 minutes ago. But yeah, don't spend money on dating apps. It's so stupid. Do some self-care with that money instead. I'm literally crying. Oh my god. I'm a disaster. I'm literally crying, but not the same as last week. Like, I'm just a mess. Like, this isn't a sadness cry. This is just a fucking disaster. You hear me, like, dying right now, right? Like, okay, I'm doing a little bit better now. Also, where I'm parked, like, there's, like, a tree, and, like, this dog stuffed animal, like, tied on it. Like, what the fuck? Like, it looks terrifying. But yeah. Also, at that thing today that I got a bunch of free shit at, one of the things I got was I got a free thing of trail mix that they made for us. So cute. Okay, I'm, like, really, like, a disaster right now. So, I'm gonna take a little break. Maybe I'll come back to this later. Let's see. Okay, so it's the next day now, and I stopped, like, literal choking and crying. So when I got home yesterday, I did make pancakes. I was very happy. They were really good. And then I fell asleep on the couch for a literal, like, 4 hours. And then every time, like, I fall asleep on the couch, though, like, every time I get up, I have to get up really slow because I'm not necessarily lightheaded, but, like, I get dizzy and, like, nauseous, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happens, because it doesn't, like, happen when I wake up in my bed, like, in the morning. Like, it only happens when I take, like, a nap on the couch. Like, it's very odd. But, so I got home, whatever, I had my nap. And then today I went to school, and then I, went to a deli afterwards with my dad, and then, like, I ordered, like, a sandwich, and it's, like, eggplant, cheese, and, like, tomato and stuff. But the thing is, like, when I, like, went in my car fucking smells like tuna from this bag, and I'm terrified to open this sandwich, because, like, I don't eat tuna anymore. Like, out of all the food, like, the meats, like, if I would never eat one again, it would probably be seafood. Like, seafood just grosses me out on a whole different level. Like, it's usually the opposite. Like, a lot of vegetarians, like, they would go to, like, fish first, because it's, like, the least, like, meaty and gross. Like, it's not as, like how, like, steak or, like, chicken. Like, what grosses me out about chicken is, like, a rotisserie chicken. Whenever I think, oh, maybe I'll go back to eating meat again, like, oh, this chicken smells good, I just think about, like, a rotisserie chicken and eating the chewy part. Like, everyone knows what I'm talking about. We're eating a steak and getting a chewy part. And, like, you're just, like, I can't. Like, I'm, like, I can't do it ever again. Like, no, can't do it. Like, that's just always what flashes back. But, so, like, I'm terrified to open that sandwich. But, yeah, and also the smell just nauseates me. Yeah. So I really just wanted to come back and thank you all for joining me today, as I was dying throughout this episode. I'll see you next Thursday at 6 o'clock. I love you. Kisses. Mwah.